Which one is this? I think this is Roberta Laundrie. Okay. Let me go to live chat. Live chat. February 20th. Hey, we have the right day. Okay. So let me get my paperwork. Hello, Two Scooter. Hi, everybody. I know that there's 3 lives set up. After this live, which I'm going to do right now, it's going to redirect to our sale. We're going to have a flash sale, and then after the flash sale, I'm going to continue with the other case that we've been talking about in the Shanna Gardner case. So we're going to continue on that. But tonight, right now, we're going to talk about, we talked about Christopher Laundrie, Brian Laundrie's father's deposition the other night. And now we're going to go over Roberta Laundrie's. And then, again, we'll go into the sale. And then we will go from the sale into the Shanna Gardner and the sad news about Audrey Cunningham. Her body was found. And very sad. Hi, Margot. Hi, everybody. Hi, Emily. Hi, another Margot. Hey, Lady Elaine, we were looking for you. We have a nice sale set up. A lot of jewelry. A lot of jewelry. We all have a lot of new jewelry. Amanda Love. Hi. Let's see. Emily L. Hope you're okay, Lady Elaine. I was going to send you an email earlier. Didn't get around to it. I was on the ice with my kids. My feet are still feel like blocks of ice, but I was on with Ethan, Luke, and their friend Jimmy, and then just the 3 of us. And then, oh my gosh, I walked so much on the ice. I have videos and stuff I've got to put up, and they were ice fishing, and it was nice. But a sale? Yeah, we're having a sale, Sassy Darcy. It's there's a thumbnail for it. Did you not see it? Okay, so let me get my download of my deposition, of Roberta's deposition, I should say. And Roberta Laundrie, here we go. Roberta Laundrie. Your dirty laundry. Okay. Here we go. So, filed 2/12/2024. Defendant Stephen Bertolino's notice of filing the deposition on defendant Roberta Laundrie comes now the defendant, Stephen Bertolino, through counsel pursuant to the Florida Rules of Civil Procedure, and hereby gives notice of filing the transcript of the October 11th, 2023 deposition of defendant Roberta Laundrie in support of defendant Stephen Bertolino's motion for summary judgment filed on February 12th, 2024. This notice is given in accordance with Florida Rule of Civil Procedure. The transcript is also filed for use at trial and any other purposes as provided for by the Florida Rules of Civil Procedure. Okay, so let's see what Roberta had to say. Now, we remember that his father couldn't remember a lot of things, even things like years that he graduated, and we found out why that wasn't. I am trying to remember, because I seem to remember something about that when this was all going on, and there was something coming up about him not graduating from high school and getting a GED, and them saying something about him being asked about that. I could swear I remember that. Okay. So, appearances. Patrick J. Riley, Esquire. Ryan L. Gilbert, Esquire. Charles J. Meltz, Esquire. Laura M. Kelly, Esquire. Who else do we have? Also present, Joseph Petito, Nicole Schmidt via Zoom video conference, Christopher Laundrie, and Stephen Bertolino. Okay. Deposition of Roberta Laundrie. Examination direct by Mr. Riley. Okay, so let's go here to... Thereupon, Roberta Laundrie was adduced as the deponent herein, and being personally known to the notary, was then duly sworn, can't speak, on oath, and was questioned and stated as follows. The witness, yes. Direct examination by Mr. Riley. Question, good morning, Mrs. Laundrie. Her answer, good morning. Question, would you state your name for the record, please? Answer, Roberta Laundrie. Question, Mrs. Laundrie, you've sat through your husband's deposition yesterday, and I have taken your deposition in the past, and I gave instructions then, and I gave instructions to your husband yesterday. Do you need me to repeat those? Answer, no. Question, okay, what is your address? Answer, blah, 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 Northport. Question, have you ever been known by any other names other than Roberta Laundrie? Answer, my maiden name, Roberta Vinci. Question, what is it? Answer, Roberta Vinci, V-I-N-C-I. Question, what is your date of birth? Answer, blah, 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 66. Question, how old are you currently? Answer, 58. 58. How would she, if this was October, can someone answer that for me? Wait a second. She was deposed in October of 2023. And she was born in 66. Wouldn't she be 57? Didn't her husband have a hard time remembering his age? Or the year he was born? Remember that? Or the year he graduated high school? I forget what year they said he was born. Wow. Okay. How old are you currently? 58. You're currently married to Christopher Laundrie? Yes. Did he have the right year? Or he didn't remember the year? What's the date of your marriage? July 11th, 1986. What is your current telephone number? Blah, blah, blah. In the past 5 years, have you had any other telephone numbers? Answer, yes. Question, what are they? Answer, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually not quite sure how long I had that number, but I had that. Question, any other numbers? Answer, not that I recall. Question, how about this number? Answer, yeah, I think there was another cell number I had. I don't remember when. It does ring a bell. Mr. Riley, would you repeat the number you just... Sure. Blurted out. Mr. Riley gives the number. Question by Mr. Riley. And you said that was a prior cell phone number of yours? Answer, I believe so. Question, okay. And I have 3 numbers for Brian. Do you recognize that number? Answer, I recognize it, but it's not Brian's. How about blah, blah, blah? Answer, that was my old number. Question, and what about blah, blah, blah? Answer, yes, I believe that was Brian's. Question, and he also had a blank number, correct? Answer, I believe so. Question, do you know what that was? Answer, no. Question, when he returned from out west on September 1st, at some point after that, did you and he go to get another phone number? Answer, yes. Question, when was that? Answer, I don't remember the date, but it was, I believe, the first week he returned home. Question, why did he need a new phone? Answer, he didn't say. Question, Okay, do you know what happened to his old phone? Answer, no, I don't. Question, do you know what kind of phone he had previously? Answer, no, I don't. Question, did he ever own a tablet of any kind? Answer, I don't believe so. Question, are you currently employed? Answer, no. Question, when was the last time you were employed? Answer, I retired in 2020, December. Question, from where? Answer, Suffolk County. Question, what did you do for Suffolk County? Answer, I worked in the Office of Water Resources. Question, what did you do there? Answer, secretary. Question, for how long? Answer, 15 years. Question, did you ever have any involvement in C&R Specialty Services, Inc.? Answer, yes. Question, what was your involvement in that? Answer, same kind of thing. Secretary, paperwork. Question, how about Juice Fountain, Inc.? Answer, no. Question, do you know Mr. Bertolino? Answer, yes. Question, and how do you know him? Answer, we're friends from Bayport, Long Island. Long Island. Question, how long have you known him? Answer, over 30 years. Question, when you say you're friends, how close friends was your family with his family? Answer, oh, I believe we were close. Our children played and we spent time together socially. Question, prior to 2021, did Mr. Bertolino ever represent you in anything? Answer, yes. Question, what did he represent you in? Answer, the sale and purchase of a couple of homes, a few homes we bought. Question, do you recall if you ever signed a fee agreement with Mr. Bertolino? Answer, fee agreement? I'm not sure if it was a fee agreement, but I don't know. Question, other than the sale and purchases of homes, did he represent you in any other capacity? Answer, I believe he did our wills, I think. That's all I can remember. Question, and were your husband testified yesterday about some investment properties. Were you involved with investment properties with Mr. Bertolino? Answer, yes, my husband was. Question, you were not? Answer, so I guess I don't think I was on any involved in that. Question, what's your understanding of that investment relationship? Answer, I believe that Stephen bought and sold homes and my husband would invest money, and when they fixed the home and sold it, my husband would get his money back with interest or whatever they made on the sale of the house. Something like that. Question, okay. Answer, that's my best understanding of it. Question, what was Brian's birth date? Answer, blah, 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 97. I think yesterday your husband said 98, so that was incorrect? I don't know what he said, but I think it was incorrect. But I know it's 97. Okay. Question. Prior to Gabby, did he have any girlfriends? Answer, not that I was aware of. Question. So he never brought anyone home? Answer, no. Just lots of friends, but I can't name a specific person that he introduced as his girlfriend. Question, did he ever have any issues at school? Answer, no. Question, okay. Never got in any trouble at school? Answer, no. Question, ever in any fights that you're aware of? Answer, no. Question, did he have anger issues? Answer, no. Question, did he have a temper? Answer, no. Question, describe him, if you would, for me. Please. For the 5 years prior to 2021, tell me about him. Answer. He's a very sweet boy, kind, considerate, loving. He loved his nephews, he loved his sister, he loved us. He had a lot of friends that he was friendly with. He was a good boy, hard worker, and I could go on and on. He was wonderful. Question. Was he ever fired from any job he had? Answer. Not that I know of. Question. Did you ever hear anyone suggest that he was physically abusive in any way? Answer. Not at all. Question. When did you first meet Gabby Petito? Answer. She came to our apartment in Medford in, I guess, the late summer or fall of 2019. Question. 2019? Answer. I believe so. It's hard for me to, because we moved here in 2020, so it could have been 20. I'm not sure. Question. What was the address in Medford? Answer. It was the blah, 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 but I don't have the exact address. Excuse me. But that's the apartment complex. Question. What were the circumstances of Gabby coming to your home at that time? Answer. I just remembered Brian brought her over one day and we met her and he introduced her as Gabrielle. I don't remember if he said the word girlfriend, but he introduced her and we met her, and then a week or so later we all went out to dinner and just kind of slowly got to know her. Question. What was your understanding of their relationship at that time? Answer. I just assumed it was his girlfriend. Look at that. I just assumed it was his girlfriend. Not I just assumed she was his girlfriend. She's an it. Question. Did he ever announce to you that she was his girlfriend? Answer. No, not officially, but I just, bringing her around and hanging around, I just assumed it was his girlfriend. Again, it. Question. So this was in the fall of 2019. When did you move to Florida? Answer. December of 2020. Question. And you? Answer. So I'm sorry. It could have been 2020. I met her. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Question. How soon after you met Gabby did you move to Florida? Answer. Gosh. Question. Was it 3 to 6 months or was it a year and 3 to 6 months? Answer. I guess a year, because there was COVID. COVID was 2020, beginning of 20? Answer. Beginning of 20. So yes. So it was a year. So we must have met her in 19. Okay. Question. Answer. Yeah. So it was a year. Question. And over the period of time from the first time you met her in the summer or fall of 2019 until you moved to Florida in 2020, how often would you see her? Answer. Oh, we came to visit once or twice. Question. When you say came to visit, are you talking about there came a time when you moved to Florida? Answer. Yes. During COVID, they were living in Florida and we visited. My daughter lives there. We visited my daughter. We visited my son. We took a little beach vacation. Question. Do you know when they moved to Florida? Answer. When Brian and Gabrielle moved to Florida, it was around December of 2020. I would say it was December. Question. Well, you moved there in December of 2020? Answer. Goodness gracious. And they were already living there, but I thought you said COVID was 2000. Question. COVID was early March or so of 2020. Answer. And so when COVID hit, they were just living together for a few months. Question. Where? Answer. We bought ourselves a little investment condo, and they moved into it here in Northport. So what was the question now? Question. When did they move to Florida? Answer. Just before COVID began. I'd say a few months before COVID. COVID began in March? Question. I believe so. Answer. Yeah. So I think around December or January of that year. Question. What's the address of the place they were living in? Answer. That was blanked out. Question. Blanked what? Answer. Blanked all. Question. Is that Boulevard? Answer. I don't know. Question. That's in Northport? Answer. Yes. Question. And that's property you and your husband had just purchased? Answer. Yes. Question. How long did they live there? Answer. About a year. Question. Prior to that time that they moved to Florida, how often would you see Gabby? Answer. Prior to moving to Florida, just a handful of times. Question. What was your impression of Gabby? Answer. Very sweet. Question. Okay, how would you, just as you described Brian, how would you describe Gabby? Answer. Describe her? Sweet, cheerful, friendly, warm, affectionate, kind, thoughtful, just a really nice girl. Question. What was your relationship with her during that period of time? Answer. Very friendly. We'd laugh and joke and talk, and I thought we really liked each other. Question. What did you observe about the relationship between Brian and Gabby? Answer. I thought they were very sweet together, very playful together. They enjoyed each other, and I thought it was a nice, good relationship. Question. Did your relationship with Gabby ever change over time? Answer. No. Well, we got closer as we knew each other longer and longer. Question. I'm sorry, say that again. Answer. As we knew each other longer and longer, we grew closer, and we really cared for each other. I cared for her. I believe she cared for me too. She always said so. Question. Did you love her? Answer. Yes. Question. Were you jealous of her relationship with Brian? Answer. No. Question. Do you recall an incident in which you threw a pie or cake away? Answer. I didn't remember it until you mentioned it yesterday, and I didn't throw the pie away. It was silly, and my feelings got hurt over a comment on the pie, and I did apologize to Gabrielle because I think my feelings were hurt, and I was sulky, but I thought it was all forgotten, and we were fine after that. But I was a little sulky that night. And the next day, everything was fine, and I apologized, and she was fine with it, and I thought I'd forgotten about it until it came up yesterday, and I felt really bad, but I really thought nothing of it, and I thought she thought nothing of it too. Question. Well, what was the comment that was upsetting to you? Answer. I don't remember if it was a comment so much. It was, I had made dinner and I had made this pie, and I was excited about my pie and to present on the table. My mother was visiting, and I think I was just exhausted from all the people in the house. And when I put the pie down, I think there was a comment. I think there was just a little ruckus at the table where it's so silly, but nobody made a nice comment. I guess it was a lack of a comment. Nobody said, "Oh, nice pie." And I know that's so silly, and I regret it. But I got annoyed, and I don't know why I got annoyed at kind of everybody and a little bit at Gabrielle. And it was silly. And I felt bad. I don't even remember it. I vaguely remember it. I just remember it was a pie, and I was embarrassed, but I didn't throw out the pie. We ate the pie, but it was just, I don't know. I behaved not nicely, and I apologized to Gabrielle. She was very nice about it, and we were fine after that. Question. And what was it about Gabrielle that annoyed you? Answer. It was nothing specific that annoyed me about Gabrielle. We lived together and there were little things. I'm sure I annoyed her too. But, like anything, even when I spend time with my daughter, who I love, but nothing big. Nothing, normal everyday things. But I think we overall had a wonderful relationship, and I felt she loved me. I loved her, and I felt very bad about the pie coming up. Question. So they moved to the property in Northport, the blah, 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 or whatever boulevard property it is, and lived there for about a year? Question. Answer, yes. Question. And why did they leave that apartment? Answer. Well, we were letting them live there for free. But it was supposed to be a rental property, and we bought it, we purchased it to rent out, but the condo association said you can't rent it out for a year. I don't know. That was their rule. So we said, all right, rather than it stay empty for a year, Brian and Gabrielle can live in it. And so after the year passed, Brian said, well, you guys probably want to rent it out now. And we said, no, stay there. That's fine. He said, no, we don't want to stay there if you guys want to rent it out. And then he wanted to live with us too. He thought it would be nice and nice for Gabrielle to live with us. And then we ended up selling the condo. Question. And then they moved to blah, blah, blah with you? Answer, yes. Question. How long were they at blah, blah, blah? Answer. From about January until May. Question. Of 2021? Answer. Yes. Question. And they lived there full time? Answer. Yes. Question. Did you ever see any disagreements or or arguments between the two of them? Answer. No. Question. Did you ever see anything about the relationship that concerned you? Answer. No. Question. When did they get engaged? Answer. They had gone on a little trip, and I remember it was on that trip that he gave her a ring, and I don't remember the date. Question. Did you have was it sometime between January and May of 2021? Answer. No, because I believe I was in New York still when they told me over the phone, so it was before that. Question. So it was prior to January of 2021? Answer. Yes. Question. You said they took a trip. Where did they go? Answer. I don't remember. Question. How long were they gone? Answer. I don't remember. Question. Did you speak with them during that trip? Answer. No. Usually if people are on vacation or a trip, I never bother people when they're away. Question. Well, I guess, was this an extended trip, like a month or more, or was it just a few weeks? Answer. I cannot remember the trip. I just remembered him. I remembered they were away when they got engaged. That's all I can remember. Question. When you found out that they were engaged, what was your reaction? Answer. I thought it was very sweet, and I was happy for them. Question. Did you have any concerns about them getting engaged at a young age? No. Her answer is, they were just well suited, and I was married at a young age, and I don't know. Question. What do you mean they were well suited? Answer. I don't know. They got along so well. They both liked art and drawing. I don't know. They just seemed like a good pair. Question. What would you observe when they lived with you, the two of them, doing together? What kinds of things did they do? Answer. I don't know. Just regular stuff. Occasionally they'd go off on a hike, or they'd go shopping, go grab something to eat. They'd go for walks at night. Question. Prior to the time that Brian brought Gabby to your house in 2019, what was your relationship like with Brian? Answer. Prior to? Wonderful. We were very close. A good relationship. Question. Do you do things together? Answer. Yes. Question. What did you do together? Answer. Everything. Go to the store, go on hikes, go on vacation, watch TV. Question. Did your relationship with Brian change after he started dating Gabby? Answer. No, I don't think it changed. Question. Do you still continue to do all those things together? Did you still continue to do all those things together? Answer. Well, by then he was living in Florida, so I was in New York, so we would just talk on the phone now and then and visit. Question. How often when he lived in Florida, while you were in New York, would you speak to him? Answer. I can't say, just every once in a while. Question. Well, was it every week? Answer. No. Question. Every 2 weeks? Answer. It was random. I mean, we could talk one day and the following day and then not talk for 2 weeks. It was random. Question. Did he ever tell you during that period of time about any issues he and Gabby were having? Answer. No. Question. How about when you lived together? Did he tell you about any issues they were having? Answer. No. Question. In 2021, did you become aware that they were going to take a trip? Answer. Yes. Question. How did you become aware of that? Answer. About a little less than a week before they were leaving, we discovered that they had moved stuff into storage and that they were fixing up their van, and we sort of put two and two together, and we said, we think they're going away. Question. How did you discover they were moving things into storage? Answer. I think Chris found a receipt, and then I think we asked them about the receipt, and they said, yeah, they moved stuff into storage. Question. Did they say why they moved it into storage? Answer. No. Question. How much stuff did they move into storage? Answer. Well, everything, because eventually at some point I looked in the room and there was nothing. Nothing was left. Question. Well, what kind of are you talking about? About furniture, clothing? What are you talking about? Answer. Well, everything. They had a 2-bedroom. They had a bedroom. It was a 3-bedroom house, so they had 2 of the bedrooms, and one was their bedroom and the other was like a couch with a TV, and they used it as a living room and a bathroom. So they had their own side. So I don't know if it was after they left or right before they left. There was nothing in any of the rooms, just the couch and TV. Question. Did Answer. Personal belongings. Everything was gone. Question. Were you surprised that they moved stuff? Answer. Well, I already knew about the storage unit and we saw them working on the van, so no, I wasn't surprised. Question. But do you know why they decided to move it into storage as opposed to just leaving it at the house? Answer. No. All right, I'm so sorry. No, and that's why I had asked my son after they were on the trip, I suggested to him, why don't you just store it here? I don't know why you're paying a storage unit. That was my idea. I said, why are you paying for a storage unit? We have an empty room, everything we could, it was the size of a storage unit, the bedroom. We could pile up the boxes in here, in there. But he didn't want to inconvenience us, and we said we didn't mind. It's just an extra room. And you said that they were fixing up the van. What did they do? Answer, well, Brian was converting it into like a camper van. Question, did you know where they got the van? Answer, no. Question, do you know whose name the van was titled in? Answer, yes. Question, whose name? Answer, Gabrielle. Question, when did you learn that? Answer, I guess I saw the title. I don't remember. Question, when did you see it? Answer, don't remember. Question, before. Answer, oh, but I knew pretty early on. Question, before they left? Answer, yes. Okay, did they discuss the trip with them? Where were they going and how long were they going to be gone? Things of that nature. Answer, no, I didn't discuss it with them directly, but Chris had told me that they were, no, I did. I remember Gabrielle telling me that she was going to go, telling me too. Her brother was graduating and she was going to go. They were going to camp their way down. I don't remember who told me when it was, Brian, Chris, or Gabby, but they were going to camp their way down. But I do remember Gabrielle telling me her brother was graduating and she also wanted to go to her brother's graduation. Question. At this time, did your husband have a closer relationship with Brian than you? Answer, I would say we were both close with Brian. Oh my gosh. Question. What is your understanding that they were only traveling up to New York? Answer, at the time, yes. Question. When did you learn what they were going out west? That would be, let's see. Answer, when they didn't come back for a while. My daughter had seen a post. I don't know if it was Snapchat. I don't know what thing they used. And she took a screenshot of it and sent it to me and said, oh, look, they're out west. Question. Do you know where they were at that point? Answer, no. Question. Do you know how long after they had left? Your home in Florida that it was discovered that they were out west? Answer, no, sometime over that summer. Question, was it a month? Answer, maybe a month. Question, before they left, did they give you any indication that they were planning on returning to Florida? Answer, no indication either way. I didn't know. Question, okay, you weren't concerned about that? Answer, well, not concerned. They're adults and that's their life and I wasn't concerned. Question, and if I asked you this, I apologize. How soon after they left? Tell me. When did they leave Florida? Do you know? Answer. Yes, I remember. It was early in June, like the 1st or the 21st. Oh my gosh. Okay, answer, okay, or 2021, answer yes. Question, and when you discovered that they were out west, how soon after, strike that. When you learned they were out west, how long was that after they'd left your home? Question, I know her question about that. I'm not positive, answer, I'm sorry, but I would say a month. That's just an approximate. Question, did you speak with Brian during that month period? Answer, no, I don't think I spoke with Brian all summer, but I could be wrong. Let's see. We might have spoken quickly or texted, I can't recall. Was it unusual for you to go for such a long period of time without speaking with him? Answer, no. The last time he took a trip, we didn't speak until he got back. Question, do you know if your husband spoke with him during that month interval? Answer, I recall that they had. He called for Father's Day, I believe. Question, and you learned from your daughter that they were out west. Did you call Brian and say, hey, where are you going? What are you doing? Answer, I can't recall. I probably did, but I can't say for certain. I'm sure I must have called or texted, and I just can't remember if he called or texted back. I just don't remember. Question, and you don't know what the purpose of the trip out west was? Answer, at the time, I didn't know for sure. I just assumed that they were out west again because they had done it once before. They had taken a trip across country, road trip. So I said, oh, I guess they're taking another road country trip. Question, the one they took before, I think that one you told me about was in 2020. Yes. Answer, yes. Question, do you know where they went on that trip? Answer, I remember they showed us pictures and I knew it was out west, but I don't remember. Question, your husband mentioned Oregon yesterday. Do you know if they went out to Oregon on that first trip? Question. Answer. Let's see here. Her answer is, yeah, I remember. I heard him say that too, and it did ring a bell. I was like, oh yeah, Oregon. I remember hearing something about Oregon. Question, and do you know why they went to Oregon? Answer, I thought Gabrielle said she had a relative or that they stopped by on a relative or a friend of her mother's. I don't really remember. Question, did you ever prior to August of 2021 express any concern to Brian or Gabby about the trip? Answer, the first trip? No, the second trip. Answer, did I express concern? Question, I'll rephrase the question. With regard to the 2021 trip, prior to August 24th of 2021, did you express any concerns to Brian or Gabby about the trip? Answer, I think right before Brian left, I was kind of disappointed because I was like, another trip? I thought, you guys were going to live here and save your money and get a house, but he was like, it's not going to be that much because we're going to stay in the van. And that was my only concern. I thought I thought he wanted to save money for a house. I was a little disappointed, but he was like, it's not going to cost that much, and we have the van, so there's a lot of free camping out there, and I just felt better about it. That was my only concern. Question. When you said before they left, do you mean before they left your home in early June of 2021? Answer. Well, that's right. I guess I did have an idea that he would be going longer than the graduation. I think I suspected he was going longer. Let me see. Than the graduation, although he didn't come right out and say it, because he was fixing up the van. I had a feeling. First, I thought he was fixing up the van just to do weekend trips, but between the storage and fixing up the van, I thought he was going for longer. And right before he left, I just thought he was going for another trip like he did before, and it might be long, but I didn't know for sure. It's foggy. I'm sorry. The time is just 2 years ago, and I'm a little foggy, and I'm having trouble with but I think that's right. I think I got it right. Question. Have you ever been diagnosed with memory issues? Answer. No. Question. Or cognitive issues? Answer. It's not a memory issue. It's just, it was 2 years ago, and so much has happened, and I'm just trying to remember exactly. Question. When you said they modified the van, can you tell me what they did? Answer. I remember looking in it once when he was working on it, and it looked like there was a platform, and there were some shelves coming down, like they were making it so that they could camp in it, a little shelf for a table, and a platform, and they put a little rug in it to make it comfortable. Question. Was there a mattress in the van? Answer. I did see one. Question. Did you or your husband assist in any way with the work that was being done in the van? Answer. No, I don't think so. I think, he used my husband's tools and everything in the garage, but... Question. If I recall your testimony correctly, and please tell me I'm wrong, they left in early June. You didn't talk to Brian until you learned that they went on the trip out west, correct? Answer. I don't remember the first time I talked to Brian once they left. I just can't recall. Question. And how often after that would you speak with him? Answer. Not much at all. They were on a trip. I wasn't hearing that from him. I would ask my daughter if she heard it from him, and we just, I don't know. I think she assumed they would be malted puppies. Malted puppies? What the heck? Oh my goodness, I must need more coffee, because I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a minute. I actually think I just fell asleep for a minute. I'm not joking. And I said something about malted puppies. I have no idea why. Okay. Scooter, did I just fall asleep for a minute and say something about malted puppies? Oh my God. This is getting like the Seaver thing. Okay. I was out in a lot of the air hours, a few hours on the lake in the cold and in the air, and I guess it really, I did. I think I said malted puppies. And I'm not turning puppies into malteds. I don't even understand how that came. Malted puppies. Okay, but That's crazy. I feel like when you're in the car and you're falling asleep and then you almost run off the road and then you're like, okay, I'm up. Now I feel like I'm up. Okay. So where were we? I think we were, okay. Not much at all. They were on a trip. I wasn't hearing from him. I would ask my daughter if she heard from him, and I don't know. I just assumed they didn't have cell phone service. I think we were there. I just can't recall. Okay. Question, why didn't you try to call him? Answer, I think I did. I'm sure I must have texted or called. Question, do you know if your husband spoke with him? Answer, yeah, I believe they spoke on Father's Day, and I think there were other times that we spoke. It was just, we didn't speak a lot because he was on a trip. Question, at any time did you become aware of any incidents between Brian and Gabby? Answer, no. Question, in particular on August 12th, there was an incident at Moab where the police were contacted. What did you learn about that? Answer, the question was, when did you learn about that? She says, when it was on TV, whenever it had televised on TV after. I guess that was September or October of 2021, whenever they put it on TV. Question, so Brian never contacted you about that incident? Answer, no. Question, did you ever discuss it with Brian? Answer, no, because I didn't know about it until after Brian was deceased. He was deceased by the time I saw that on TV. Question, Brian came home on August 17th of 2021, correct? Answer, yes. Question, why did he come home? Answer, I had suggested he empty out the storage unit and save some money, and so he said, great, and he did that. And I don't know if that was his main reason, but that's what I think it was, also to visit us and visit his nephews and, empty out his storage unit. Question, how much did the storage unit cost him a month? Answer, I don't know. Question, did he pay for his airline ticket? Answer, I don't know. I assume we didn't pay for it. Question, well, that's fair enough. Answer, so yeah. Question, so neither you nor your husband paid for it? Answer, right. Question, and your understanding, before he flew home on the 17th, did you know he was coming home? Answer, yes. Question, and he told you he was coming home to move things out of the storage unit? Answer, yes. Question, did he say why? Answer, save some money? Oh, because they were going to be longer than they originally, I guess, planned. Question, what do you mean? Answer, I didn't even know what was originally planned. Question, what do you mean by that? Longer meaning? Answer, well, I guess he thought maybe they would be gone a little while and store it. I don't know. I can't guess. Maybe he'd only store it for a while, and now I guess they were going to extend their trip. So now he might as well put it back at home. Question, what did he tell you about extending their trip? Answer, that he discovered a place where you could work, not be paid, but you would get to keep your van there for free, camp there. And while you were working for them, you would learn about farming. It was sort of like a farming co-op, or I don't know what they call it, but him and Gabrielle were going to work there and learn about farming, and he'd be able to park their van for free. And I thought that sounded great, and I was excited about that. Question, and where was that? Answer, somewhere out west. Question, you don't know where? Answer, no. Question, did they tell you how long it would be? before they came back east? Answer, well, they were going to help this farm, these pumpkins, and sell them for this farm. And then, after that, it was sort of up in the air, and what they would do after that. Question. Did you discuss when Brian was coming home on August 17th, during that time frame, did you discuss with him his relationship with Gabby? Answer, no. Question. Did he mention Gabby at all? Answer, not that I recall. No specific conversation I can recall. Question. Did you ask about Gabby? Answer, not that I recall. I think sharing that trip I talked on the phone with Gabrielle, but I don't think I said, how's Gabrielle? I think I just asked Gabrielle herself, how are you? Question, how long was Brian home? Answer, about a week. Question, okay, do you recall the date was when he flew back west? Answer, no. Question, do you recall where he flew into? Answer, Salt Lake City, I believe. Question.
Alexandra.
Oh, hang on a moment. I am sorry. My daughter was cooking and listening to Linda Ronstadt, and I don't know, made her think of me and call me. I don't know why, because I'm not really I don't know where Linda Ronstadt listened to anything like that. But anyway, let's get on with this. Salt Lake City, I believe. Question, okay, did he stay with you when he came home? Answer, yes. Question, what was your understanding of the relationship between Brian and Gabby at that point in time when he came home in mid-August? Answer, my understanding of the relationship was just that they were still together and still dating. And question, did he express to you any concerns about Gabby? Answer, no. Now, see, I've always thought about this time period when he came home. I've always thought about it since I've heard about this case, and always wondered why that week was and why he would go there for I just thought it was set up that it was about the storage unit. Like, why would he do that to save money when literally he had to pay for plane tickets to get there? It didn't make sense to me, and I wondered what it was really about. So this is interesting that she's just like, oh no, nothing. Did he express to you any concerns about Gabby? No, he didn't tell you about the Moab incident. But did he tell you whether or not they were having any difficulty getting along? Answer, no. He didn't say anything like that. Question, he didn't say anything about any arguments between them? Answer, no. Interesting. Question, He said, is it fair to say he said nothing that caused you any concern about their relationship? Answer, yeah, I had no concern. Question, what was his demeanor and his attitude when he came home at that point in time? Answer, we had a very nice week and he was very happy to see his nephews and his sister and he seemed fine. Question, when he left to go back to Salt Lake City, what was his attitude and demeanor? Answer, as I recall, just fine, nothing specific. Question, was he excited about going back? Answer, yeah, he was just going back. I don't know, he wasn't excited, he wasn't upset, he was just going back, and I think he was looking forward to his farming in the fall, and everything seemed good. Question, other than telephone, when Brian was on that trip with Gabby, did you communicate with him in any other way? Answer, can you say that again? Question, sure. Other than by telephone, while Brian was on his trip from June through September 1st of 2021, other than by telephone, did you communicate with him in any other way? Answer, I don't recall. I might have emailed him, but that was pretty much either we talked on the phone, texted, but he wasn't much of an emailer, so I would only email him if it was, I didn't even know what was originally planned. Question, what do you mean by that? Longer meaning. Answer, well, I guess he thought maybe they would only be gone a little while and store it. I don't know. I can't guess. Maybe he'd only store it for a while, and now I guess they were going to extend the trip, so now he might as well put it back at home. Question, what did he tell you about extending their trip? Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So sorry. Wait a minute. That is where we were. Why was it? Oh, I am so sorry. I skipped up too much. I'm sorry. So I would only email him if I thought he might not look at it for a while because I didn't know what kind of reception he would even have or if he checked his email. So I would either text or call. Question, so for you to email him would be unusual? Answer, yeah. I did email him now and then, but not much. We weren't really emailers. Question, and we asked for copies of any email exchanges that you had with him through Discovery. Is there a reason why you didn't provide any? Answer, I didn't think there were any, and if there were, I'm sure I provided them. Question, did you look? Answer, yeah, we looked for everything. Yeah, we looked for everything and provided everything. Question, okay, you said you texted him. Did you keep the copy? Strike that. Did you keep the text messages in your phone? Answer, yes, I have. I don't delete any, but sometimes my phone after a while deletes messages. Question, do you still have the text messages between you and Brian? Answer, no, because when he bought a new phone and I answered his new number, it automatically erased all the old texts. I didn't know it was going to do that. I didn't realize. Yeah, right. Question, did you try to recover them? Answer, no, I didn't even know you could or how you go about doing that. Question, so your testimony is that after he bought a new phone, it deleted all of the texts on your phone from his. Strike that. Your testimony is that when he bought a new phone, all the text communication between Brian and you, which were on your phone, were deleted? Answer: yes, because when I put in the new phone number, I don't know, it just did it. I put a new phone number in for Brian, and it just, if I had added him as another Brian, like Brian 1, Brian 2, I probably would have kept it. But because I added a new phone number, it just deleted all the old texts. Yeah, BS. High painted black, high stone river. Plaintiff's Exhibit 1 marked for identification. Question by Mr. Riley. I'm going to hand you what I've marked as Exhibit 1 for today's deposition, which I'll represent to you are phone records that we've received for your cell phone from AT&T. And if you look at the first page underneath the line across the top, 3 lines down, it says voice usage for blah, blah, blah. That's your cell phone number, correct? Answer: okay. So I look at the first page and I go down 4 lines. Question: well, there's a line all the way across the top of the page, right? Answer: this. Question: yes. If you go 3 lines down from that, it says voice usage for. Answer: oh, got it. Question: and is that your telephone number? Answer: yes. Question: okay. Turn, please, to page 15 and let me know when you're there. Answer: oh, I'm there. Question: okay, there's an item at the top and it has numbers. I want you to look at line 231. Answer: okay. Question: and according to this record, on August 5th of 2021, Brian called you and you spoke for 54 minutes. Answer: oh, August 5th. So we did talk. That was August 5th, 21. Okay, so we talked. Question: that was a pretty long conversation. Do you recall what you and he talked about during that call? Answer: not at all. I guess just catching up. I could guess we were catching up. Question: turn to page 20, please. And looking at line 316, there's another call on August 14th at about 8:55 at night from you to Brian that lasted 25 minutes. Do you see that? Answer: yes, August 14th. 25 minutes. I called him, right. Question: no, he called you. Answer: oh, he called me? Question: yes. Answer: okay. Question: do you recall what that call was about? Answer: was that maybe for his trip? Maybe if he came on the 17th, so we were probably planning his flight and all that stuff? Question: and that was 2 days after the Moab incident, and you didn't discuss the Moab incident with him in that call? Answer: no. Question: on that same page, 2 days after your call with Brian, looking at line 324 on August 16th of 2021 at 1 o'clock in the morning, you called Attorney Bertolino. Answer: oh, at 1 o'clock in the morning. Question: I'm sorry, that's a call to Brian. I'm sorry. Answer: oh, okay, yeah, I normally wouldn't. Question: do you know why you were calling Brian on August 16th at 1:11 a.m. in the morning? Answer: yeah, was that the day I called him? Okay, I think that was. Question: well, the call didn't go through. To the best of my knowledge, it went to voicemail. Answer: huh? Question: do you know? Answer: on August 16th? Answer: question: yes. Answer: I wonder if I dialed when I was sick. I'm not even up at 1 in the morning. I really cannot recall. Question, are you normally up at that time? Answer, no. Question, okay. Answer, and I'm not making phone calls either. Question, then 7 o'clock that evening, if you look at turn to the next line, line 3. So now we're on page 21, line 334. You contacted at 706 Attorney Bertolino's office number. Answer, I'm sorry, I'm just confused on the dates. August 16th, I called him at 3:30. What? Question, at 7 on August 16th, 706. Answer, so we're looking at what line again? I'm sorry. Question, 334. Answer, 334, August 16th at 3 in the morning? Question, no. August 16th at 7:06 p.m. Answer, at 7:06 p.m. on August 16th? Question, you called Attorney Bertolino's office. Answer, I called his office? Mr. Gilbert, can I make a... Roberta, what time is that? Mr. Gilbert, can I make a point or maybe clarify something with you? The time that it is showing here says UTC. Mr. Riley, Mr. Gilbert, which I just had to look up. I think that like Googled Greenwich Mean Time. Mr. Riley, okay. Mr. Gilbert, so you know 1 a.m. and it wouldn't have been 1 a.m. where she was or where Brian was, I believe. Mr. Riley, all right. Mr. Gilbert, that's not testimony. I just want to make sure. Mr. Riley, whatever UTC time it is. So, Mr. Gilbert, yeah, the witness, Roberta, okay. Mr. Riley, question, but do you know why you would have been calling Attorney Bertolino's office at that time? Answer, if I was calling, question, well, I'm sorry, not at that time. Do you know why on August 16th you were calling Attorney Bertolino's office? Answer, how long was the call? Maybe I was just talking to one of the secretaries about, I know we had sold the property that he was investing with Chris, so maybe it was, I don't know. Question, okay. Give me a second because I want to convert UTC time to Eastern time. Answer, okay. Mr. Gilbert, tell you what I find. Mr. Bertolino, it's 1:57 p.m. UTC time now. Mr. Riley, right now, Mr. Bertolino, so 4 hours ahead. Question, Mr. Riley, okay, so it's 4 hours ahead, then a phone call at 7 o'clock would really have been at 3 o'clock, okay? Answer, okay, so I mean, I did call the office now. And then for other reasons, and I do have a friend that works in the office, and then we do investments with him, so, but I don't remember the reason at all that I called him. Question. And to the extent that we previously talked about times, specific times with regard to your phone calls, the phone calls would actually have been 4 hours earlier than what we talked about. Answer. So when I called him at 1 in the morning, answer, 9 o'clock. Okay, I was just calling. Question. Okay, by the way, after Brian and Gabby went on their trip, did you change her mailing address to have everything forwarded to New York? Answer. I know she had wanted her mail forwarded, and I don't remember if she did it or I did it, but I know she wanted her mail forwarded. I don't remember. Question. Okay. Answer. I know she had her mail forwarded. I don't remember if I helped her with it. I would help her with a lot of things because like sometimes she would have trouble with Like I remember helping her look for a check in her check log. She didn't know how to do it, so I might have helped her do the mail. Or maybe she asked me to do it. I don't recall, but I do remember she wanted her mail forwarded. Question. All right, let's turn to page 25, please, and look at line 399. On August 26th of 2021 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you contacted Attorney Bertolino's office again. Do you see that? Answer, yes. Question. Do you know why you contacted his office on that date? Answer. August 26th. What was August 26th? No. How long was that call? I don't. Question. Prior to August 28th of 2021, did you have any reason to call Attorney Bertolino regarding your son Brian? Answer. Can you repeat it again? Question. Prior to August 28th of 2021, did you have any reason to call Attorney Stephen Bertolino regarding your son Brian? Answer. Not regarding Brian. Question. Okay. And if you look immediately the next line down, 400 some date, 8/26 of 2021 at 3:36, about a half an hour after you called him, there was a call to your phone from his office. Do you see that? Answer. On 8/26, so I called his office at 17:07 and they must have called me back at 17:36? Question. Yes. Answer. Yeah? Question. Again, do you know what that phone call was about? Answer. No. I would just have to assume it was business related. Question. Okay, turn to page 26, please, line 411 on August 28th. It would have been 16, so that would be 4:18 in the afternoon. Brian placed a phone call to your phone, correct? Yes, was her answer. Question. And according to my understanding of the record, that went to your voicemail? Answer. Okay. Question. And then, same day, at 5:38, Brian called you again, and again it went to voicemail. Do you see that? Answer. Yes, I do. Question. And then the same day, at August 28th, 2011, at 5:39, you and Brian had a phone call for approximately 7 minutes and 23 seconds. Answer, yes. Question. Did you recall what you spoke about? Answer, yeah. Those I remember. I saw that he was trying to call me, but I was with my grandson on the beach, so I figured I'd call him tonight or something when I have a chance. And then I guess he finally got a hold of me and said, I'm with and on the beach. I can't really talk. It's windy. I can't really hear. So he ended up just talking with N for a while. Question. Okay, so yesterday your husband said, well, I guess this wasn't the day the stuff hit the fan. I guess it's the next day. So your recollection is at that point, at 5:23, he was talking to your grandson? Answer, yes. Question. And then down the line, 4:18, that would have been at about 7:30. There was another phone call from Brian to you, correct? Answer, yes. Question, what do you think you were talking to him about for 10 minutes and 13 seconds at that time? Answer, it's funny. I don't recall. I thought he only talked to N, but I guess I talked to him too, just a little bit. I didn't remember that. Question, do you know what you talked about? Answer, probably just telling him about, I don't remember exactly, but probably just how are you doing and the race and question. Okay. Answer. The boys talked about the race and everything. Question. On that same page, at line 423, August 29th of 2021 at about 3:20 in the afternoon, there was a phone call placed to your phone from Brian, correct? Answer. I see that one. And actually, I wanted to clarify. I just remembered something from the last phone call. I remember saying, I can't really talk long. I'm at the beach. And when I get home tomorrow, we'll talk. Question, okay. Answer, so I did remember just now that other phone call. Question, okay. How did Brian sound to you when he called you on that day when you said you couldn't talk and you were on the beach? Answer, fine, normal. Question, do you recall when this phone call was on August 29th at about 3:30 to, now how could it be 3:30 to 3:20 in the afternoon? That's wrong. It's either they must have it just mixed up, 3:20 to 3:30 in the afternoon. Answer, yes. Question, what was this about? Answer, I don't remember exactly what call it was. I don't know, but I remember that we had a long talk. I thought we talked for a long time. And I just told him all about our summer, what was going on, what we were doing, caught him up with the information about the boys, told him about the race, told him about the weekend at Daytona. So I do remember that conversation. Question. This is the day that your husband said you had a phone conversation. Oh, wait a second. How are we way past our time? How did this time get away from us? Okay, hold on. We're supposed to be having a sale. How has this been taking so long? 8:30, 9:30, an hour. Have we been on an hour and a half? Huh. Okay, I think what we'll do is I don't know. I think we have. Can somebody remember page 14? So I think I'm going to end this here. Well, let me ask, are the people, is everybody ready for the sale? Because if I redirect to the sale, are you all ready? Can I get a yes, no, maybe so? I don't know if you guys are all ready or not. Nobody's answering. Is this chat even working? Hello, sweetheart. Okay, I'm going to just finish this page right here. On that day when you said you couldn't talk, you were on the beach, fine. Do you recall when this was? It was 3:20 to 3:30 in the afternoon. Answer, yes. Question, what was that about? Answer, I don't remember exactly which call it was. I don't know. But I remember that we had a long... You ready, Margot? Okay. Then I'm just going to finish this page, and then I'm going to do a part 2. Okay? I'm going to do a part 2. Sorry, I didn't realize the time. But I remember that we had a long talk. I thought we talked for a long time, and it was, I just told them all about our summer, what we were doing, caught them up with information about the boys, told them about the race, told them about the weekend at Daytona. So I do remember that conversation. This is the day that your husband said you had a phone conversation with him with the stuff that hit the fan. Answer, yeah, I remember at the very tail end of that conversation with him where everything seemed fine. as we were saying goodbye, he all of a sudden completely changed and he sounded very upset. And his voice was very upset, and I didn't know why. And I didn't want to push him, so we just said goodbye. But it left on he was very upset. And so when I got off the phone, I told Chris, Brian sounded upset. Maybe you should give him a call. Question. Well, according to the records that I have, your husband didn't talk to Brian until, I'll withdraw that. According to the records that I have, you spoke with Brian for an extended period of time on the 29th. It looked like it's for a total of 54 minutes. Does that sound correct? Answer. Maybe that's the call where I said you should call Brian back. Question. Okay. Answer. We talked twice that same day. Maybe we talked earlier and then talked again. I don't remember. Question. Well, I think this is just my interpretation of these records. I could be wrong. But if you add up the 3637 and the 1751, it totals 5428. So that's why I'm thinking the phone call was, I don't know why they split it up, but that's what I answer. Oh, so it was one. You think it was one call? Question. It was one call. Answer. Maybe we got cut off and redialed or got off the phone or something. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so we'll end it there. And hey, Bucky, and I am going to come into the old Zoom. We're going to redirect you guys to the sale, and we'll see you at the sale. Love you guys. God bless. We'll do a part 2 of this. This will be part 1. In fact, I'm going to put a part 1 on here right now. Hold on. Okay, so we will finish up with part 2 probably tomorrow, okay? All right, sorry about that. Now, let me end this and get to the live stream.